Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tabor Talk, another edition. So anyway, speaking, my last video was how I'm not tech savvy, and the message was, get tech savvy or die. Luddites and old fucks are not going to make it. In fact, I just got a notification saying that my cloud space or whatever, video storage is running out. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I got to call Apple. It's a fucking nightmare. So ideally, all I would like to do is talk. I wish I could just, here's the camera. Someone says, go ahead, Mike. And I could talk all day. Right? 4, 6, 8 hours just talking. And I wish I could just talk and be done with it. And then have a staff or a group of people who will take care of marketing and PR and the technical aspect. But I'm being silly. Maybe someday, I mean, in an ideal, whatever, I'm just a little guy. That's the way it goes. I think that's the way it goes for everyone, except if you're Joe Rogan. Again, I keep bringing up Joe Rogan again. Joe Rogan started his podcast December 24th, 2009, and Brian Redband helped him out. He was an engineer. He did his stuff in the past, so Joe never had to worry about it. Joe was kind of techie anyway. He loves his stuff too, but he always had a guy around him. Like he never worried about promoting. Like he has people do that for him. I mean, I guess he does it a little bit. He goes on Twitter and says, "Hey, a podcast." So he does a little bit because he likes it. And now Joe Rogan has Jamie Vernon, who's the fucking best. Jamie is this whiz kid. I love that guy. He's so awesome. But he does everything for him. So I'm not that guy. I'm not famous. Joe was famous, and that's why he had a head start. Okay, so this is the point. Good segue into what I want to talk about in this video. So there are 700,000 podcasts right now. 700. Let me say this: 700,000 podcasters, podcast shows, and there are 25 million, an estimated 25 million podcast episodes. Right? So how is Tabor Talk going to stand out? Starting from nothing, no promotion, zero, no PR, zero budget. Now I'm spending like a couple of $100. Zero budget, just me and my phone and my iPad on my deck, on my porch, and So here's the thing, okay? So I talked about this before. I listen to 6 podcasts regularly, all the time, and here they are again. The Joe Rogan Experience with Joe Rogan. Sean Carroll's podcast. Sean Carroll's a theoretical physicist, author, amazing guy. Sam Harris's Now Making Sense podcast. Sam Harris, philosopher, neuroscience, scientist. The Very Bad Wizards with Tamler Summers and David Pizarro. Tamler teaches out in the University of Houston. He's a philosopher. He's also an author. David Pizarro is a social psychologist. He teaches here in Cornell. Number 5 is, I'm thinking, Tim Ferriss. Tim Ferriss is a wunderkind. He's an investor, works with startups. Tim Ferriss podcast. He's a grad alumni from Princeton, author, The 4-Hour Work Week. And there's one more. Eric Weinstein, I just started with the portal. So again, Eric Weinstein is a PhD mathematician, right out of there from, did Eric go to Yale? I don't know, it doesn't matter. But all these Ivy League guys, so they're either like high level Ivy League guys, authors, or you're famous like Joe Rogan, whatever. So those 6, and I listen to them regularly, and I love them. Like, how's Tabor Talk going to compete with these 6? I mean, obviously I can't, but you never know. But here's the thing. There are 700,000 podcasts, 25 million episodes. Why do I only stick with 6? That's the whole point of this podcast. What is it about them? And I don't miss it. I get notification. They go, I just got this morning. Eric Weinstein has a new podcast episode, and I just started listening to it. And I will listen to it, the whole thing, in its entirety. 2.5 hours long in its entirety. Every single Sam Harris podcast, every single Sean Carroll, etc. I listened from beginning to end, and nobody else. I have limited time here. This is it. I can't. Someone will show me another podcast, and I may kind of, but I go, I can't. I don't have enough time. I stick with these 6. So there's the secret. There are probably individual podcasts that are just as good, maybe individual episodes, as the podcast that I listen to, but I won't see it. And I can't. Because part of the magic is I'm going after them. So even Tim Ferriss says, I want to sell me. I want people, okay, I have a great podcast, like the 4-Hour Work Week, right? How to go from geek to freak in 28 days, getting jacked and dying or whatever. Great topic. Let's talk about the gun issue, right? But I'm there. If I plug in gun issue, gun problem, come up with tens of thousands of podcasts on this issue, but I'll only go to my guys. You see? So the point of this video is you got to love me. You got to tune in for me, my personality. Tabor Talk. I try to come up with juicy titles and really interesting things, and I'm trying to build an audience. But even there's going to be a time when I suck, when it's shitty, but you're coming here to hang out with me. And that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm just trying to hang out. I'm a regular guy. I'm having a cup of coffee, and I just want to, hang out on my deck here. Take a look at my porch here. See where I'm sitting here? Let me turn this around. Can you see that? All right, this is me. And there's Tabor Talk. It's like table talk, see? And I'm hanging out, man. Talking shit. Drinking coffee, by the way. I used to drink alcohol. I don't do that anymore. So what I mean? See what I mean? It's kind of like an AA thing. Hang out with people, tell our stories. I wish I had a phone part, like I wish I could take calls. That would be awesome. That's the one problem with podcasts. You can't have a feature where you take calls live. You know what I mean? This is basically podcasting. YouTube, it's basically, podcasting is radio on demand. That's exactly what it is. And YouTubing is like, I go live. I don't edit this stuff. But as soon as I'm done, I throw it right up on YouTube. And then I watch it afterwards. I go, oh, I fucked up there. I tripped over a word and I wasn't coherent here. You understand? But that's the magic. Tabor Talk. Okay. Tabor Talk. Let me fade out with some Michael Hedges. Subscribe to my channel. And let's have fun with this. The hang. I like to call this a hang. Tabor Talk. Good friends. Good books. A sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding.